incredible, amazing. Will make you laugh and make you cry with no apparent reason why. It's a marvelous thing. Love is the eighth wonder. Eighth wonder of the world. Wonder of the world. Eighth wonder of the world. Love is the eighth wonder. Eighth wonder of the world. Wonder. I fell in love with you first. Na 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 na. I fell in love with you first. Oh, na 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 na. I fell in love with you first. Oh, na 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 na. I fell in love with you first. This may seem silly, but girl, I got one up on you. Up on you. You say that you think that you love me, but girl, it's too late, 'cause I know that I do love you. Oh.
Welcome to Just Norwood. Now, thank you for joining me as I invite you into my world of crazy stories, fun, music, and inspiration. Now, if you feel so inclined to donate to the program, I would sure enough appreciate it. Now, here is my information for my Cash App and my PayPal. Hey, and welcome to Just Norwood. I am your man, Norwood Young. How's everybody doing? So I am so excited about this evening show. Not only is this woman just amazing, she happens to be one of my dearest friends. So without further ado, I am going to read a little bit about her. Almost 3 years ago, Angela Dean established Dean Designer Collections in the early 1980s as a retail store on the world-famous Melrose Avenue. After closing the store, Angela went into custom design for the music and entertainment business. Angela Dean has been the go-to fashion designers for some of the most famous and powerful women in the world. From Madonna to Katy Perry, Oprah Winfrey, Halle Berry, Angela's creations have adorned magazine covers, concert stages, and Oscar and Grammy red carpets. Her success is grounded in her innate understanding of unique body types of women. Her designs accentuate the best attributes of the various body types. Angela's works first came to the international recognition in 1987 with her original design of Madonna's iconic bullet bra. Corset that launched her career. Sparking a trend of wearing lingerie as outerwear was quickly adopted by other fashion houses, namely Jean-Paul Gaultier. Her designs became popular among the great song divas Natalie Cole, Nancy Wilson, Patti LaBelle, Chaka Khan, Anita Baker, Mary J. Blige, and other notable clients. The other notable clients include Paris Hilton, Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett Smith, and many others. Due to Angela's extensive experience in lingerie, she decided to create Shaped by an Angel shapewear. She recognized that the shapers in the marketplace did not fit properly, so she created a revolutionary shapewear line designed for the 5 most common body types. Ladies and gentlemen, Angela Dean. Wow! I wish we had a clap track back here. Wow! Hey, 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 hey.
Hey,
And
how
there
you
she is, live and in color. Yes.
doing?
How are you, Ange?
I'm finding you.
I'm fantastic. I am fantastic. Angela, do you remember when we met?
Oh my God. That was like how many years ago? Like
Got
2 decades? 3 decades?
20,
Yeah,
maybe? All right.
I
So,
remember. What do you remember?
all right. What I remember is Vesta Williams, our dear friend, late Vesta, was at one of my parties. And she said, Nora, who doing your drag? Who doing your drag? And she said, my girl Angela Dean got to hook you up because ain't nobody like Angela Dean. I'm telling you that, Angela Dean. So I did I invite you to a party first? I probably invited you to a party first because I knew if I got you to the party, I have you. Hook, line, and sinker.
Nope, that is not how it happened. That's somebody
Oh
said
God, it's not. Oh shoot. All right, tell me how it happened.
I ran into you somewhere and I approached you
You
and I
did?
said, so what does it take me to get invited to your parties?
Right.
And you
Right.
said, what? Oh, something like I know you or something you said. And from that point, we just start talking crazy.
Right, right, exactly. You approached me about when you get invited to the party, and because I knew you because of Vesta, she would not stop talking about you. And you
But
know
guess,
what I just realized? Guess what I
yeah,
just realized? In
what?
all of the photos that we just saw of the various people you worked with, we don't have an image of Vesta. You did all of Vesta stuff.
I just posted a video of Vesta on the Monique show. And Monique said, "Oh, girl, that outfit you got on is
That's
hot."
right. That's right. That's right. That's right. She said you looking your best. That's right. I remember that. Yup.
Because a lot of Vesta's work, I don't know, got if it got a lot to the internet on what we had done in the '90s. You know,
Right. Right.
it's a lot
Right.
of that. Yeah.
So let's talk about a gentleman celebrity in the entertainment business that you designed for. Kat, can you pull up that picture of the handsome gentleman in the all white that's on the red
Oh
carpet?
God,
Oh
who
snap!
is that?
Who is that?
Oh,
Doggone it! With the embroidered smoking jacket, duster, huh?
oh,
Is that an Angel Dean?
you are a problem client. How did I get you as a client?
I would not say I'm a problem client. I'd say I'm particular.
Oh no, you goes beyond that, Virgo.
It's a
I
Virgoism.
you, you know when you've dealt with the biggest names in the world, and then you come to another bigger name, and then they're bigger than all the other people in the world that's bigger than the world. It's like, okay, so now what do you want me to do?
Wait a
Girl,
minute.
be here
But
when I
wait.
put it on. I need you standing here next to me to roll this. I was like, oh, okay.
Wait a minute. We took it to the next level, and you allowed me to because I guess I got on your nerves so bad. You just said, "Bump it. Let's go to the fabric store together." Because you would say, "This fabric or this fabric." You said, Get up. You go to the fabric store with me."
Get up.
Speaking of which, this shirt that I have on is not a Dean Zine. However, it is a Dean Zine knockoff. Now, how do your friends knock your own stuff off when they owned it? I knocked off a.
Because you take it to them people in Thailand and say, this is something that I
Listen,
in
because
America.
all right, so I wore it a couple times and it got caught in the zipper in my luggage and it ripped. So I said,
Oh,
"Oh hell no!" You did the one you did. So I took it here and I had a little zhuzhes. But this
just
wait, should I model it? Hold on. Don't get excited. Look at that
oh,
thing.
that's the
Huh?
shirt.
Huh? That's my
Look at
Angela Dean. That's my Dean sign, huh?
so you patched it.
No, I went and had it recreated. What the hell?
People be lying y'all on the internet. Don't buy that shirt if you see it for
I
yourself.
told you I knocked off your shirt.
You coming. I know you coming for me. Online is very prosperous right now.
Listen, Linda. Let me tell you something, Linda.
You know,
Listen.
I
So
love it.
listen, Ann, let's talk about the beginning. Let's talk from Madonna. Kat, can you pull that picture up? Hey, Kat, can you pop in and just say hi? Because I'm referring to and the people have no idea who I'm talking about.
Hey.
That's my damn. You did a pop in and a pop out real quick. All right, that's Cat the producer. Jesus. All right. So let's start with Madonna and the Bullet Bra. Cat, can you pull that up for me? All
Mm,
right. So what most people don't know is that this was your original creation, and then other designers, and I mentioned it in the bio because you're too nice and you wouldn't. Jean-Paul Gaultier um, took it and ran with it, but it was your. Give us some backstory on that.
Backstory. Um, I was working at Trashy Lingerie, as many of you know. I know it sounds like a very vulgar name, but it's a very famous lingerie store here in Los Angeles near the Beverly Center. And I was the head designer. And all the celebrities came to through me in order to get the orders going so that they knew what they would get and how whatever the particulars were. And her stylist brought a bullet bra to me and said that they wanted to create something for her new look. That was after Material Girl, I think, when she was in all the little tooling and all that.
Uh,
And she transitioned with this look with the bullet bra. I designed kind of on the guide of what the young lady said. And then we did another one. Well, that first one was a black one with the gold tassels that many of you remember. And then the next one I designed and gave her, which was a gold leather bullet bra corset dress that you see in the picture. And
okay.
unfortunately, she did that for a tour, but that next tour she did, Jean Paul Gaultier. Now she's coming on up right now, right? So
Hmm.
now they're with Jean Paul Gaultier, and he does a rendition of my original corset that I created.
Well, you know
So
how that goes. You know how that goes.
I'm a black young woman that maybe nobody knows at the time, and even if they did, after they did know me, it didn't matter. So we've been struggling a lot, uh, you know, in being who we are as black people in America, and not really getting our just due for a lot of the things that we created, from the stoplight to everything else that we've done.
Exactly. Exactly.
Nobody talks
All right.
about
So
it. To acknowledge, so we have to tell our stories, which is what we're doing today.
exactly. And this is not in my script, but you need to write a book, coffee table book with all your
I
stuff
do.
and
Yeah,
stories behind it. Yeah, we
yeah,
need to find a publisher and get it moving. Huh?
yeah, I really do. I
No,
do.
you do. So,
About
so,
that.
so you know your brother, and I'm going to bother you until I get on your nerves about this. You know that, right?
Oh
You
God,
know
here
that.
we go.
Yeah, you know that. So Spirit just said we need to. When you're saying talking about your stories and telling your story, well, you need to leave a legacy. I'm sure people
Yeah.
watching will agree. Next, I'd like to run down a few of these celebrities, some pictures, and tell me what stories you remind you of dealing with them. Cat, just run anybody, just because there's so many people.
Oh,
Tell
the
me about Patti LaBelle.
queen of it all, the diva
Mm-hmm.
that rocks all boats. Miss Patti LaBelle, one to be reckoned with, no matter what age she is now to all the past uh, age that she's been, younger to older. She is a fashion rock star, baby, a
And how was
fashionista.
she to work with?
Amazing. That's my
Okay.
girl. Now she can be
Okay.
difficult, as all of us are. When you are who you are in this world of entertainment, you have certain criteria, and my criteria is high in how I
Yep.
design, create, and what I
Yep.
do.
Yep.
Yep, match with celebrities because I know how to bring it. And
Right.
I brought it for Patti LaBelle probably for the last 30 years of my career. I've been working with her. I started, if anyone remembers the video Patty Patty, when she was
Patty,
in the
Patty.
Patty.
Uh-huh.
That's when she
Uh-huh.
came out with New Attitude with the
Right.
spike that Norma did. And so we
Uh-huh.
went into this whole new look, and
Hmm.
then I got a hold of her on that video. And from that time, I just have been rocking with her all that time. And the reason I think we stick around and stay with each other is because I'm always bringing her current, like hot and popping. She was on the stage with someone else that I'd rather not, mention on this, but it was just
Why?
well,
Who?
it was night and day.
Huh?
It was Gladys, the recent,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and it's just night and day, and nothing bad about that. But it's just that Patty has just got this energy, this freshness, this youthfulness, and it's just undeniable. She always has had it, so you can't quench a spirit that's meant to shine. I don't care who.
Amen. All right, Kat, give us the next one. We got so many. All right. Oh, Sookie Sookie.
My sweetie, boom boom tum tum, Miss Linnell, honey. Miss
Yes,
Linnell,
Lunel is now. Here's the now. Let's be very transparent here, and
it.
Angela. So just before we did this broadcast, we were all going through all of the collection of celebrities that we had, this, that, and the other, and it dawned on me that we didn't have Queen Bee up in here.
Oh my God, we would have never made it.
I actually introduced Lunel to Angela Dean, and now Lunel's closets are overflowing because Angela Dean does everything Lunel does. So Lunel, if you're watching this, we've been saved by the designer gods because
Yes, honey. That would have
Angela,
been.
talk about Lunel real briefly.
Linnell is amazing. Linnell came through you. She was so excited about wanting to get started to expand her image. And she was very smart at the beginning. Linnell had been in a lot of major movies with a lot of major actors. She was building her stand-up comedy routine, and she was just growing and growing, and just moving up the ladder. So we had this really good talk, in which I do with a lot of my celebrity clients. Many people don't know the backstories, like you say, of what I do that supports what they're doing or what they're desiring to move into.
Right.
And she was really wanting to take her whole thing to a next level. But what I told her, I said, we put our hands in each other's hands and let's walk this out. And
Yeah.
if you're willing to listen to what I'm saying to you, I think that you would have like an amazing image. So we agreed on a couple of things: that she would keep the color of her hair, because that's very powerful. She would keep her nails and her jewelry, because that signified who she was. From there, I took it to the next level of giving her everything she needed in the clothes aspect, to where I defined who she was through her outfits and took it to that next level of craziness, but still very on point and in trend and colors. And so I told her, when they want you and you're popping on the red carpet, baby, you grow. I don't care who it is. Your image is everything.
Well, yeah, exactly. But what I find extremely wonderful and interesting about Lunel and you more than anything is that fluffy girls have less options because there are no designers who know how to do what you do. There are not many. It doesn't take that much imagination to create a sample size fashion. So
Right.
the stuff that you create for Lunel is amazing, and it's glamorous, and it's beautiful. And that's the other thing I like, the fact that you took a comedian and many comedians, and this is no shade, but many
Oh,
comedians, female, their clothing and their presentation is the last thing they think about because they think
that's
they're
right.
funny and whatever. So I can just jump on the stage in my jeans and my sneakers and do my thing. So
That's
you not only have you've elevated comedy in a sense via Lunel, because now they got to bring their A game because Lunel is killing the
bringing it.
game.
Yes,
That
she is.
canary yellow thing that she had on Wendy
Ooh,
Williams.
it's
Woo! I was like, if she wasn't one of my best friends and married, I'd be like, come on, mama. Come
beautiful.
on, mama. Lunel is killing the game. I
Yeah.
applaud you for that. I applaud you for that. Pat, can I have another photo?
Oh, the one.
Tell us about this iconic cover, Essence Magazine.
Well, this still has remained the highest selling cover in the history of Essence magazine. And that's my claim to fame. This was an iconic moment that they did that had never been done before. There had never been 8 leading ladies on the cover, I think probably of any magazine.
Hold on
That,
one second. Hold on one second. Kat, can you bring that picture up? And Angela, I want you to name everyone in this cover for me, babe.
okay, so starting to the left in the blue is Queen Latifah. Next to her at the top with curly hair is Michael Michelle. Next to her is Loretta Devine. Of course, Halle Berry, Vivica Fox, Jada Pinkett Smith, Elise Neal, and Regina King.
All in one room. How was that shoot? What was that like?
That shoot, honey.
I know they were in there hollering and being
My
silly.
First of all, it's a cut up. So get them all together with the makeup and hair was just a cut up. They was having a ball because they knew each other. And then to
Right.
get together, that was amazing. The big challenge was how do you get 8 people on one cover in that size,
Right.
right? And
Right.
so I forgot to give you the spread, but when that was the first cover that you could open and actually fold out.
Right.
And they had them standing all barefooted, no jewelry. So my assignment was to create color and to create the best looks for the body types, and their sizes. And interestingly enough, every color I picked, everybody loved, and that was one of their favorite colors. But the challenge was them coming together. So I brought an illustration to the photo shoot. Angela Dean with Virgo stints. And it was colored and everything. I had somebody do it the night I was working on the clothes. And that was the inspiration for the fold out. But when they came together on this part, this was very amazing because they had all different boxes. You know how celebrities are. They want to have their own shine. Everybody's doing their own turns and their own this and that.
Yes.
It wasn't working. So they kept moving the boxes together. And eventually they put Holly in the middle and everybody just blanketed Holly. And it was a moment that was so powerful. Myself and Pamela Macklin, that was the fashion editor at the time, we walked away. We start crying because it was like she had sent me a bouquet of flowers and said we want to do this cover with these leading ladies, and every designer in New York is clamoring to create for this. But I want one person, and I want it to be you. Said,
you know what? That's huge within itself, Angela, because Essence is based in New York City, which is actually the fashion capital.
Yes.
Right? So for them to ignore New York City and its lanyard of designers to seek you out in Los Angeles, that's huge. That's huge.
I have to say this. Reverend June Gatlin, that is a friend of both of ours, is probably watching tonight, was the reason for that cover because she knew Susan Taylor personally. So she contacted Susan, and at the last minute, she said, you need to meet with this young lady. And Susan stayed in New York that day to meet with me. And we talked in her office. She was so amazing. And then she introduced me to Pamela, which is who brought me on. Pamela and I connected. We was like soul sisters or something. You know me, I'm always getting with people. And we just merged together, and she called me like a couple of days later and said, God said.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting ready to say. Well, we know how Mother June is connected, like for real, right? So we know that this is divine order. I love you, Mother June Gatlin. I really do. Yeah. So it's that's amazing. It's amazing. So that's a whole. I'm gonna have you on spiritual session so we can talk about that because that's divine order all day long. All right. So let's have another picture. You got so much stuff. Natalie Cole. Can we see a Natalie Cole picture? Tell me about Natalie Cole. My best friend.
This is my sweetheart, my baby, my love too. Natalie Cole, I met when I was working at Trashy Lingerie. She was wearing the corsets when the corsets turned into fashion. We were doing beaded ones for Natalie. I met Cecile Parker, which was her stylist at the time and a dear friend of mine still today. And we just start connecting. She was getting more corsets and everything. So I ended up leaving the store and contacted them and told them that I wanted to work with them and see if I could get some business designing. Nobody really took me seriously at that point, except for Nancy Wilson, who gave me the chance to start with her and Mary Wilson after I left the store. And then they were the ones that chimed in to Natalie. So the story about Nancy Wilson ties into Natalie because I designed a gown for Nancy.
Now, is it this gown? Show us the gown of Nancy, chat. Is it this gown?
No, this is for a Legends Ball with Oprah's event. This is what I designed for her for that. But this was another gown I designed, and I was with Nancy at the venue, at the shrine. Natalie was performing and came in with Cecile. And Nancy is like the queen. That's like Patti LaBelle being there. You always give homage to the queen. Everybody knows the business, right? So you always coming in, whoever's there that you love, you speak to, right?
Right.
came to speak to Nancy. Now I've been calling these folks, but I'm not gonna say no bad names. But I've been calling these people
Uh-huh.
who are,
Uh-huh.
and you have to keep calling. You can't give up in the entertainment business thing.
That's a Virgo thing. I know. Shoot.
Well, I'm a beast, so I kept calling her over and over and over again. So finally, she comes in, and Natalie's saying, "Oh my God, Angela, I love you. How you doing? Everything." And I said, "Nancy, don't talk to them. Don't talk to them. Don't say nothing to them, because honey, I've been calling these people for months. They don't talk to me. Now they want to talk to me because I'm with you, and I did this
Right,
now.
right, right,
So we was
right.
playing, we had fun. And they went on back into their, dressing room. And Cecile came back about an hour later and said, "Girl, come down to the dressing room. I gotta talk to you." And that's when she asked me, could I do something that was in the program? I said, "Girl, I can do it."
Wonderful.
So that's how
Wonderful. Speaking of Oprah Winfrey. Yes. Tell us about this.
Okay, can I say one last point that's super important about Natalie Cole? Is
Yes.
Unforgivable.
Yes.
Unforgivable was major for me because she came and wanted me to do the gown. She said, "Angela, I want you to really see if you could work with me on the new album I'm doing with my dad, that they're doing technology, that they're going to merge us together." I said, "Oh my God, I've never heard of anything like that." I sat in the driveway of my house and listened to Natalie Cole's Unforgettable album in her BMW in the cassette player.
Wow.
And then she came back in. At the time, I was working out of my home at the back when I had my studio. And honey, I had all these hors d'oeuvres and everything. The sketches was all drawn and colored, and I was giving her all. And honey, the dog ended up eating my little Yorkshire Terrier. Got up on the table and started snatching him. I'll never forget that. She is my sweetheart.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Natalie's was one of my dearest friends, as you know, and I can't believe it. Still, I still can't believe it.
I don't know.
When I was crowned King of Hancock Park,
Yeah.
and she had just had her lung surgery, had her lung replaced, and was bedridden and whatever. She found out that I was being honored. And she says, "I'm going to make an appearance there. I have to be there," because she lived on the same street, when she was, so for her to get out of her sick bed to come and honor me was the most beautiful thing in the world. And as it turned out, when I found out she was coming, oh wow. And when I found out she was coming, I turned around and awarded her with something, an amazing award, just because of her. We're gonna do a whole nother show on Natalie. Let's get back to Angela Dean.
That's what happens to me all the time. It ends up going to them, and I never get no shot.
Really? Really? All right, don't make you disappear. All right, let's talk about Oprah Winfrey, Aaron.
Okay. So Oprah came through Susan Taylor. Susan Taylor became a client, which any of you know that she was the editor-in-chief of Essence.
So that's how you got the cover from Essence from Susan Taylor.
Yes, basically through the fashion editor that I met after she.
That's all right. So I'm just the link here. Okay, so Susan Taylor and Oprah.
Yes. So I had been, I did the jersey dresses.
Right.
And there was one really famous one that everybody loved, and Susan ordered it in a couple of colors. And she had an orange one that she loved so much. She said her people told her she couldn't wear it no more because every time they took pictures, she was in that color. But she said it was because of the fabric. She could go to the hotel, take it out the bag, throw it on the thing, and it would just come alive. So she called me one day and she said, "Angela, I really want to do something special for Oprah Winfrey." And I said, "Oh, great." She said that her organization that she had, which is called something Cares. I can't think of the name right now. But she had started, and Oprah had donated money initially. I think about $500,000 that evening. But she said when people start talking about how special Susan was and all the work she had done in the community, Oprah called her and told her she was going to up it to $1 million.
Woo.
So she said, "I want to do something special for her, and I want you to design this dress that I love, but I don't want you to send it to her in her size. I want you to go and see her personally. So I'm gonna try to work this out. Either I'll fly you out there. I was like, what? Girl, please, no way. No way in the world you could send me no Oprah Winfrey.
So listen, is this the same jersey dress, the collection that Wendy Williams got from you as well?
Yeah, I'm famous for the
That jersey dress went crazy because we have a picture of Wendy Williams too, Kat. Yeah. Oh, that's a little sexy.
Wendy is looking good.
Woo, yeah.
Get better, Wendy. Need you to get better.
Get better, Wendy. So, Angela, little dirt, real quick. Who was your favorite client? All right, I already know my place because I'm a bestie. So, aside from me, who's your favorite client?
It has to be Patty.
Patty? Okay. All right. Who was?
She's just a riot. Like she challenges me every single year for her to go out, and she just pushes me. Like, okay, girl, what we doing now? I need to stun on these hoes. It's like on another one.
Wait. Oh, I just thought of something. Kat, show the picture of Little Kim.
Oh yeah.
I need to know the story behind this real quick. Yep.
Okay. Little Kim.
Now that's you. What the hell?
Oh, baby. I could
do
it.
Hot. That's hot.
Now, they called me for Lil Kim for this 2000. This is a real famous picture because it was for the 2000 Music Awards. And Misa Hilton Brim was always, which is Justin's dad, Puffy's son's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Her and I have been friends for many years, and I would be the East Coast of a lot of her things that she needed to do styling wise. And, in those days we didn't just go buy things, we created concepts.
Right.
So she had taken a break from her, and her assistant had come on and started helping Lil Kim. And he was an inspiration of like, oh my God, I got this job and I don't know what to do. And, it's the big, huge event and all. And I was like, okay, let me think about it. We got to shut her down because she had went the year before with the boob and the little.
With the tassel on the boob that Diana Ross played with,
biggest thing of her career, right?
Right.
So I just had to think of something out the box. And some kind of way I had ran across this plastic. And then I start thinking like, dang, what if I did the bullet bra in the plastic? Like somebody crazy. And then made it all like pieces, did circles, like. And then
you are nuts. You're nuts. You're nuts.
Crazy.
You know that, right? You're nuts.
When I'm put to the task, that's when all the spirit, the God.
Yeah. And that look, even though that look was how many years ago, it's so current.
So
that's
now,
why. But here's the deal. Although it's edgy, it still has an element of class to it. It still has yeah. So we're going to talk about something with that later. All right. So one last thing before I get some comments in here and we go to break. Now you have to be honest. Who was your worst client?
I don't know if I really had any worse.
Bullcrap.
They're probably you. No, just kidding.
Well, let me tell you why. I kind of believe that you don't have one that you would call the worst, because as you know, we both believe in divine order, right? And I don't think that God or universe would send us anybody who's going to taint our environment or mess up our flow, because especially when you have the gift, you have a gift of not only designing, but you have a gift of transforming.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying? So when people come to you, no matter how it is, there's an element of transformation involved, you know, and that's why I can agree with the fact that you probably never had a client that, you know, was horrible. Kat, do we have any comments? Looking good. Good evening. Hi. 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 Everybody saying hi.
They ain't got no questions.
Uh-oh, Jamita Lot. Jamita says, I own 3. This shapewear is the truth. We're going to talk about this shapewear. Trust me.
I love it.
Jonathan Dean says, we were at all the parties. You?
That's my husband.
That's her husband. Debbie
Yeah.
Trey said, wow, gorgeous.
Yes.
Good stuff. Queen Boss Lady says, Angela Dean, proud of you and your accomplishments. You're amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
So, Kat, can we go to, Debbie Cray says, yes, write your story.
I
will. You know, Debbie's the bestie. Henry Louise says, I'd love to have your book, Angela. The people have spoken.
I'm waiting to write it, girl.
You know I'm going to be on it. I'm going to be on you. I'm going to be on you. Patty, she says, it's wonderful to see a talented, successful designer.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Kat, can we go? Oh, Keith Borden says, hi, Keith. Keith is an amazing guy. Angela, I don't know if you know Keith. Keith, I know all my Facebook people. All right. Kat, can you put that picture up of the gentleman in the red carpet with the beautiful smoking jacket duster thing with the embroidered pocket? And it's that dude right there. Keith, is that answering your question?
Yeah.
Does that answer your question, Keith? Yes, she designs for men. I was waiting for a reason to show that picture again. There's a question that says, Angela, where did you go to school? We're gonna save questions until at the end of the show. So just hang out for a minute and we'll answer questions. So let's go to commercial, pay some bills, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
All right.
So, Angela, what I'd like to do now is switch gears just a little bit to a topic that is so inspirational, maybe a bit sensitive, but we got to, in order for people to grow, we got to hit those spots, you know? I've known this for many, many, many years and have begged you almost to come forward with your story, and you weren't ready at the time because I was one who was just in still sheer amazement at your accomplishments, what you've done, what you do, and how nothing stops you. And I thought that it was a disservice that the world didn't know it. And so, but when it was your time, you came forth and told it. Could you share? I'm not even gonna say it. So could you share it?
September, my birthday.
Speak up a little bit for me, honey.
September 16th of this year, my birthday. I put it on my social media. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So my right hand when I was younger was considered outgrowing the other fingers. Let's just say fingers. And so when I was about 2 years old, my mother discovered that and noticed that the two of my fingers were growing longer than the other. And she got concerned and took me to Children's Hospital. And they started doing surgeries to fix it. But the problem was that they felt it was a growth thing, that they didn't want my fingers to grow faster than my body was growing. So that's what they decided to do to stop the growth, was to continue to do operations. That was a huge problem because they end up butchering the finger to not make it look aesthetically really nice. So they took the fingernail off, it got bigger, it was just a whole lot of problems. So I had surgeries every 2 years from the time I was 2 to about 16. And we were getting ready to do another one. And I told my mother I couldn't do it again. I wasn't going to do it again. I was sorry. I know she was such a beautiful person, my mom. She just wanted to fix it. You know how a parent sees something going on with their child, if they had a disease or any problems, they just want to fix whatever is wrong. So I think in her every intention was that eventually they would get it right. But they never did, and it got worse. So I just said, leave me alone. I just want to be left alone, live my life, and be normal, right? But the challenges that I had mentally were very stressful on me. Just with the work I did, the exposure I started getting in Hollywood and that type of thing. And I think it really made me more introverted, not with my friends like you and my personal, the clients and stuff. I always had a great time and nobody really ever noticed it.
I never knew for years. I never noticed it.
But it was just me, and that's why I said, when I put it up online, it was so funny because I've been holding this video and I got more, right? But I was holding the video. Finally, I let it go. I said, I'm doing it this year, right? So I let it go. And then the comments got back. It was like, oh, God. They were like, oh, girl. Oh, that's fine. No worries. Oh, girl, you're so beautiful. Oh, that's fine. Oh, you're so talented. And it was like, what?
Have you shown it? Have you shown it your hand in your videos?
Yeah, it's in the video.
Can you show us?
No, I'm not choosing to do it now.
Okay, no, I just want to no. I want to know. So if you want to see it, so here's the deal. Here's the teaser. Where can they go see the videos?
Follow me, because
there you go.
Come on now. On my social media on Instagram is I am Angela Dean and Dean Zine. I'm sorry, and on Facebook is Angela Dean. So go on I am Angela Dean on Instagram and look at September 16th, and it says My Secret. You can't miss it. If you look at the page, look at it. It says My Secret. You'll be able to see what I say and how I felt. But I am sharing my story to help someone because that's what God told me I was to do. And I've been delayed in being obedient.
I'd say. If you look at the bottom of your screen.
I gotta tell this part. He comes when your Virgo friend is trying to tell you, you need to say that. You need to tell that story. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tell the story. We're gonna tell the story. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tell it, Norwood. I'm gonna tell it. Baby Norwood called me one time. And he said, okay, I got it. And I was like, what? He said, okay, I've got you with the producer on Botched, and they're gonna do your story. And they're gonna go and you're gonna get the consultation, you're gonna get the counseling and everything. And they could, if you want it fixed, and baby, when he said it fixed, it just started tail spinning in my mind like my mom. She done came and reincarnated in this boy. He ever said, baby, was we gonna fix this?
Listen, I'm thinking worldwide platform, tell your story. No, But what I learned from that experience though, is that everybody has to do things in their own time. Period.
The part that's really important, and we'll go on, that I have to say to the audience, it's very important when someone has gone through something like I did my whole life, right? And I've been affected.
Yes.
It's a process.
Yes.
To facilitate coming out of something that you've been hiding. And it's not as a quick 1, 2, 3, like, oh, you did it, bye, it's done. But it helps to start the freeing process of me being more available, being more visual, being more just transparent about it. It's like, an enemy at the same time, So
for me, I think the other side of it is I was so amazed at the fact that, number one, I've known you for something 20 years now, but for the first maybe 3 or 4 years, I never saw it. And you were designing and pinning me up and do. I never saw it. And then I think you mentioned it in conversation, and I said, "What hand?" And then you showed me, and I was like, "What the hell?" I had no. And then I was excited. Oh, you got to tell this, because if I ain't see it, I know other people ain't see it. You got to tell the world.
Yeah. That's when you was on your way to the producers. We have a
Listen,
show.
because I was on Botched, and I had to end with the producers. My sister was gonna be on this show. We was gonna do this.
We negotiated the deal. He's like, "You doing this?" I said, "No, I'm not." He said, "Yes, you are." No,
Wait, I had set it up before I even told you. I was,
he was mad. Then I said, "No." He's like, "What are you talking about?" I just this opportunity in a lifetime. I said, "It's yours. You made mine."
oh God! All right, let's switch gears, Aaron. Aaron, let's switch gears. Let's talk about Black Design Collectives.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about because you're the founder, and along with Kevin, you'll tell it. Tell us about Black Design Collectives.
Okay. Black Design Collective was something that was created out of an idea that I had when I came and brought a couple of my colleagues together, colleagues from the fashion industry and some other colleagues, interior friends of mine. And what it was really about was I had found out through some article or reading something that we as Black Americans were consuming. I said Black Americans were consuming $1.7 trillion in consumption, right? I was like, $1.7 trillion? That sounds like something crazy, y'all. This is my mind, right? So I start calling my friends, and we would go to like I would try to get together with them, just try to go, and we would go to the art district, go to lunch, and stuff like that to kind of just start communing together to connect. And so I shared this with them, and I told them, I said, "You guys, I got one question for y'all at the table." And they said, "What is that?" I said, "Do you have like 1.1%?"
Right.
They were like, "No." I said, "Well, I don't either. And all I'm trying to say is something wrong with that picture. And I bet you if we called half the people that we know that got a business, they're not touching none of that money. Where's that money going, right?" So I said, let's do something collectively. I said, because I think that if we come together collectively, it's more powerful. So in that conversation in those times, we started talking about Ruth Carter. And I brought up the fact that Ruth Carter, I felt, needed to be acknowledged and recognized.
One second, Angela, Kat, can you bring that picture back up that has Ruth Carter with her Oscar in it and her associates, please? Yes, that one.
Now, and many of you know this is Ruth Carter that was won the Oscar for Best Costume Design for Black Panther, the movie, which was a phenomenon, as we know. And all of us love Black Panther. And we miss Chadwick, definitely. Like, it's another heartfelt thing that happened. But she was well known because Ruth had done over 50 movies. But she had never been acknowledged collectively. And I know the work that I've done. I have historical work. That's why the book has to be written. That's why my story has to be told. But no one knows it, other than people like yourself or interviews or things I do. But publicly, like to the world, no one knows that I've done all that work. So I felt it was very important that we acknowledge her in her body of work, not just one movie or another. Black Panther was coming. I think the trailer had just come out. Kevin and I and TJ got together, and I said to Kevin, let's go to FITM and see will they host the event.
Okay, what is FITM?
Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in Los Angeles. It's a fashion school, one of the top fashion schools in the country, right? Other than FIT. So in New York. So Kevin and I'll never forget, took a one-page synopsis on Ruth and all. They knew who Ruth was. Ruth had been in the museum. Now, at FITM, for you guys to know, we have a museum. This is our alumni, Kevin Hall and I. We went to school there. So they have a museum that every year they feature all of the Oscar-nominated costumes in that theater. So Ruth had been featured many, many times in the museum, right? But never a collective. And we also are Black. And so I'm blowing a whistle way before George Floyd, before all of that. Like 2 or 3 years, the Spirit just said, do talk to them about this and do this. And I just went on what I was feeling. Kevin and I we went to the president and spoke to her, Tony, of FITM, and gave her our idea. And she thought it was a phenomenal idea. And she said whatever she could do to help us, that she would. Long story short, we had an amazing event for Ruth Carter that night, which you'll see on those pictures. Tina Lawson came. Maxine Waters came politically.
We have a picture. We have a picture. And tell us about this.
Yes, let's see who this picture. Okay, this is Loretta, which is one of my clients and I love dearly. This is Ruth Carter, of course. This is Maxine Waters, which Maxine was super, super important at this time, remember, because she was talking about, what was it that she had a little saying or something that they start calling her auntie.
Reclaiming my time.
Reclaiming my time. That was right around that time. We have Gabrielle Union. We have Beverly Johnson, and we have Tina Lawson.
Who's Beyonce's mother, and Beverly Johnson was a supermodel.
Supermodel. So this is the type of heavyweights that we had that came out to this event. Everyone in Hollywood was there. Every producer, actor, stylist, makeup, hair. It was phenomenal. And that night launched Black Design Collective as a nonprofit organization. We gave $10,000 to this young man that graduated from FITM in the costume department. And it was history from that point. Now, for all of you that want to, please donate to Black Design Collective, because we are building as we speak. We are now have been honored with the space in the California market.
Now let me ask you this: how can they donate, Angela? Tell us how we can donate.
They can go to blackdesigncollective.com and donate. We are having an event. We have VIP tickets. We are raising money for scholarships, but you can donate to that event because we have now connected with a technology company that does patterns and CAD and all this. And they have given us space in the MARC to develop 10 up and coming Black designers. This is in 3 years. And we used to sit up and laugh. I used to drive by this empty building on Washington by my house and call them on the phone and say, y'all, we get the building. I think we need a building. Now, we ain't even started the organization, but I'm talking about the building, production, all these things. And this is actually happening. We got a donation of machines and mannequins from some TV show that closed out. We put it in storage, and now we have somewhere to put it. And now we are helping 10 designers. We do workshops. We have a membership. It is absolutely phenomenal what we've done in 3 years.
If you look at the bottom of your screen, you'll see contribute to blackdesigncollectors.com. Angela,
Yes.
Do you guys have any events coming up?
Yes, the event is October 30th. We're going to do the ribbon cutting for our space at the MARC. And we also will be on speaking to, we'll be having what's called Behind the Curtain. And that is an event that we've done where we honored Kirby from Pure Mars, if you know who that is. You guys ever heard of Kirby from Pure Mars?
No.
No? Okay,
No.
Well, he's an amazing designer, New York designer, that has really gotten amazing traction. We thank all of the fashion industry who has embraced designers and become aware that we have been marketing.
Okay. So, but that's what Black Design Collective is also about, promoting and exposing new and upcoming designers. Yes?
Yes.
Angela, what are you looking at? What are you looking at?
Nothing. It's October 30th, 5 to 7. And it's Marcellus Reynolds that will be talking about his book that he created in regards to Black actresses in their fashion.
Okay.
And the ribbon cutting for our space. So I just
so what date is that again?
That's going to be October 30th, 5 p.m. You can go to Black Design Collective on Instagram and get all the information, but it's going to be at the new MARC building.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's go pay some bills.
Okay.
If you would like to promote your business or your upcoming event here on the Just Norwood program, you can contact us at goodwoodproductions@gmail.com, or why don't you follow me on Instagram at Just Norwood or on Facebook at Norwood Young. Okay, gotta get back to the program.
I wear one of these all the time,
Yes,
you know,
you do.
just to smooth it out. It's not that you have to wear one, but if you want to kind of smooth out, you know, the curves, it just shows how important it is to be in the right size and be comfortable.
Absolutely, and be comfortable and in the right size shaper and feel good about your shaper.
Right.
And another shaper that I really love, this is a new shaper that's on the market and a lot of people don't know about it. It's called Shaped by an Angel. This particular shaper right here, it shapes and molds to your body. This is what I call the shaper legging. You can wear this as a legging by itself, or you can wear it as a shaper. And this particular legging right here, it breathes with your body, it moves with your body, and guess what, lady? It reduces cellulite as you wear it. It reduces
like that
cellulite as you wear it. That's big. That's powerful. You know, that's a big.
Yep. Surprise. How about that? Cat found that. Now you did some stuff for Queen Latifah as well, right?
Yeah, Queen Latifah show was my show. A lot of the things that Queen Latifah wore on Queen Latifah show, I designed. Definitely.
Right.
Worked closely with Tim Snells, and of course, my daughter Tiffany Dean was the assistant costume designer along with Tim Snells.
Right. Kat, can you show us some pictures of Queen Latifah? So, Ange, tell us about Shaped by an Angel, how it was developed, and why it's different from all of the other shapers on the market.
Was, of course, many of you know, being a celebrity designer, undergarments are key to the outer garment because you have to get the body right to look right. And there's so many tricks of the trade that we do behind the scenes, from duct tape, as you know, to and it was very difficult all the time to find the shapers that were right because they never were right. You know, we put 2 and 3 on, and you know, Body Magic. You know, they had a shaper for the panty, a shaper for the
right. Whatever happened to Body Magic?
I don't know. I think they're still going on, but the issue was you had to put 3 or 4 garments. You felt like a mummy walking around to try to be cute, shaped up. So I'll never forget my colleague TJ Walker, that's a part of Black Design Collective that you saw in the picture. He would come to the meetings that I was selling these shapers, right? And he would say, "There she is! Oh my God, where you find that picture? Oh gosh, looks so cute. That's my dress."
Yep.
So they would come, and he came and said after the meeting, he said, "You really need to go and see, can you get this done on your own? Because you standing up here, you know, promoting this company." But I was just trying to share about shapewear. But anyway, to make a long story short, I went to a dinner with Kalidas, as you know Kalidas, right? Actress Kalidas. She invited me to Crest Stations one night out of the blue. And I said, sure, I'll come. So I went. It was about 5 or 6 of us. A gentleman sits next to me. And we start talking. I asked him, where was he from? He said Texas. But he was here working with a shapewear company where Dances with the Stars. So I was like, shapewear? I said, oh my God, does it work? He said, I think it does. I really do. I said, well, gosh, I would love to get some because I have celebrity clients and no shapers work. So make a long story short, he said, I'll give the owner your information and they'll contact you. I said, because I'm on a photo shoot for myself and I'd love to try them. The next day I was contacted by the contact and got to the hotel where they were. And the gentleman asked me, did I want to get out and possibly meet the owner and have a little breakfast real quick? And I said, yeah, I'm always down for a free breakfast, as you know, Norwood, CJ. Hotel, Swank Hotel. So I get out, I meet this woman, her name was Vera, that owned the company. And she said, I did some research on you and I've never known anyone as talented as you are ever. And I was like, what? Like, God, that's great. You know, just see the work that way. So to make a long story short, you know, I remember said, you know how we would learn think on your feet. So right there in that moment, I remember what TJ said. And I said, well, listen, did you ever consider doing a private label? I have a shaper idea I would love to execute. And she said, oh my God, yes, of course. She said, I'd love for you to come visit the factory. And I said, one day when when I'm traveling or something, I'll try, but I never get it out of town because I'm working all the time. Well, to make a long story short, a couple of weeks later, they flew me out. We talked about the deal. I created a collaboration with them. I was able to go in the factory, create my patterns, drew my lines where I wanted them to be, put my panels and stuffed up and tucked up everything, put on the first shaper, and voila, it changed my body. And from that point on, I said, this is it, y'all. We fixing to go. And we start putting the shapers on real women in the factory that was sewing, because it was for real women with real bodies. Shapers, if you ever look at them, they always look perfect. If you see some of my advertisement on my Shape by an Angel page, you see real women with bulges and that, imperfection. We're not perfect unless we go get those surgeries that most of the people.
We're going to talk about that in a second. But here's the deal. Here's the deal, Angela. And you can educate me. This is a new shaper, along with the hundreds of others on the market. And why yours is the best, that is like basically this ace bandage that you keep wrapping around and wrapping around and wrapping around. How is that? Oh, that's your before and after, Angela. That's your before and after. How? That's your before and after, ladies. That's Angela Dean, Shaped by an Angel. But Angela, how can all that excess fabric actually be helping the situation? That thing that you wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap and in the Velcro, how is that secure? I'm not knocking anybody's situation, but explain that to me, please.
You know that my daughter Tiffany is progressive with anything online, so she called me about that. And she said, Mommy, maybe you should start looking into doing these, And so she ordered some. When she got it, she was out of town and I was at her house, and I was able to open the box and put it on my fleshy self, right? And I told her, I'm not selling this. I'm not selling it. This don't work. Baby, you got some flesh. And I ain't gonna call it fat. I'm just calling it flesh. You got
and
flesh.
then it pushes your boobs all the way up here and your boobs up under your neck.
Now, notice the commercials mostly are with cute girls that got cute bodies. I saw one the other day that she looked a little fleshy, but this is what happens with that band if any of you are considered buying it. It pushes everything up. So you start down there at the bottom, you start wrapping, it kind of works, right? Until you start getting it, and the more it's pushing, it's like what my garments do. It pushed everything up. So you're sitting with all your flesh and fat at the top of that thing. Now you're trying to wrap that, and then
the women's boobs be right here. When they get done pushing up, the boobs.
So this is the difference between Shaped by an Angel and the shapers on the market. Number one, I have the best fabric. It is a patented fabric that's antimicrobial, that'll keep you clean and fresh and odorless and all that type of thing. It's breathable, it's compression, and it works. It's 49% lycra, 51% spandex. You never really get fabrics that have that much elasticity. It's 4-way stretch, right? So when you put it on, my concept is to go against the law of gravity. If many of you have ever bought shapers, most of the shapers will compress you around your waist, and then everything pushes down and makes you look like this nasty round bubble that you don't have really in your real body, right? So I go against the law of gravity. When you put my shapers up, your flesh and your fat go back into your body. Like,
Yep.
and so I restrict you from being able to be, the panels I have restrict you from being able to continue to bulge out. So it controls it and pushes it up.
Well, here's the deal. I have a personal story.
Okay.
Because Angela actually has shapers for men. So they're like underwear and the shapers on the top. So the garments are also, they're made from the compression, which is, if anyone has had liposuction, I may have and I may not have.
Okay.
It's the same fabric that you have, the girdles that you have to wear after liposuction surgery. And you have to wear those garments for, weeks to a month at a time. So when I got a Shape by an Angel from Angela, because I had gained a few pounds, but my costumes were the smaller size, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I called Angela and said, Ange, I need a shaper. Oh my God. All right, here's the downside to the shaper. The downside to the shaper will make you think you don't never have to go to diet again. Or the downside to the shaper is you will always look good in your clothes. You're like, bump that, I'll eat whatever the heck I want. And when you take that sucker off for about a good 3 or 4 hours, you still snatch. But that next morning, you got to run to that shaper because, baby, listen, it is the best. No, you being a friend aside, it is the best thing since sliced bread because it's comfortable and it pulls that. Listen, your lines are like, I know what the women look like. I saw the before and after. But for men, it is amazing because there's like you can get touched and hugged and you don't feel no lines and bucks and buckles and it's an amazing thing for the guys too, Ange.
Yeah, it is. And I got to put them back out. I haven't put them on the website. They're screaming for them. So I'm working on that right now to get the men's shapers up.
Okay, so I have an extra like 6 or 7 COVID pounds. So can you ship me something to Bangkok, please? I'll take a medium. Thank you very much. Y'all heard it.
I want to make sure I talk about the last part of what I've extended with the shapers, and it's called Shape Essentials. And Shape Essentials are the things that you utilize to continue to keep you shaping. Because I have been tagged as the shape goddess and the snatch queen.
Snatch queen, come on.
Snatch queen. So I'm giving you information about shaping because one thing I know is I have shaped my own personal body through wearing the shapers through the winter. I wear them to the calf. They keep me warm. That's like my undergarment, like it would be like your thermal, but I'm shaping. So 8 hours a day of wearing that thing, you are getting semi-permanent results. And so I start permanent curves. Now, if I like eat too much or I bloat or something, yes, you won't see the curves as much. But if I'm down and I'm, doing pretty good, you'll see those curves come into my body. And it keeps you like not having to be so inflamed because inflammation is a problem for women. I'm doing a lot more research on it. But anyway, the Shape Essential products are, one is the Detox Tea, which keeps you flushed and de-inflamed, not inflamed, because detoxifying is key to our everyday diets, right? And so it detoxifies you very gently. There's no sienna leaves, so there's nothing, you can take it every day and continue using it. I have a body sculpting oil that when you put it on, it has CBD in it. It has green tea. It has all different essential oils that cut fat, burn fat, firms, takes away cellulite. And you put this shaper over after you've taken your shower and put the oil in your problem areas. Let's say you put it on your thighs, your buttocks, your waist. You put the shaper on and it continues to keep working on taking down and de-inflammizing all of your body. And also the last thing is a mask treatment that you can put on twice a week that will continue that process, like what the oil is doing and compressing. And then I have a facial serum that has changed my face.
So how do we go so we went from the waist to the face? Because your skin is looking crazy. It's
The reason I
good.
did the face is because when I started working on the oils, we did one for the face that I put the coffee in, and it started taking away my
Now
inflammation.
you look amazing. I wasn't gonna say anything. I thought you maybe got some work done because you look great.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's
So
what
where?
I
All right,
did.
so
I
you
shaped
do.
my
Yes, it's great.
face.
So is it?
I-
So tell us again what the name of the products are.
Okay, so the first one is called facial sculpting serum.
Uh-huh.
Facial shaping serum. The next
Uh-huh.
one is body sculpting oil that you
Uh-huh.
put on your shaper. Body sculpting
Uh-huh.
mask, body
Uh-huh.
sculpting mask, and the detox tea. Those are the 4 products that I have now that established as shape essentials to add to your shaping and your shapewear wearing, to assist
Okay.
you in shaping your body and keeping yourself, because no matter what, you may put on a shaper wanting to go to the party or the club or your outfit like you perform in, but really you can shape your body, reshape your
Right.
body through shaping. And so it's a
Right.
technique. And even
That's
with
why I
the face,
wouldn't take mine off. I would not take mine off. I would not.
right? Have you ever heard about face yoga and all these things that they're doing
Yep.
facial exercise? Okay, well
Yep.
the oil is assisting that. I lost 20 years on my face.
You have.
Literally.
No, you
Didn't I?
have. No, you have. Without
Took
doubt.
away aging lines, took away lines on I had one line on my face here. I don't know if it was from sleeping or aging, but it went away.
No,
Started taking
nobody would
my
ever believe you're 80 years old. Nobody would ever believe that.
80. I mean, senior citizen Texas. Stop it.
I mean, that's some good stuff, man. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see Find Angela's products at shapebyanaangel.com. So, Angela, let's switch gears. Now,
Okay.
your daughter Tiffany,
Yeah.
your daughter Tiffany, we'll go into what Tiffany's doing in a second. Yep, there's Tiffany.
Hey,
Tiffany is was or maybe still is, I don't know. Tiffany was a celebrity stylist who was just remarkable and amazing. And she has launched a business, and it's Hollywood Hair Bar, and she's launched into skin as well. Yeah.
Yeah, she's here.
So Tiffany's I'm gonna have Tiffany on as a guest, but Tiffany has turned Hollywood Hair Bar into a multi-million-dollar corporation in 3 years. She was just profiled in Forbes magazine. So Angela, you have to be extremely proud. Do we have a photo of the product of Hollywood Hair Bar? Kat?
Another.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Angela,
Yes.
so my question is this. And I'm gonna ask Tiffany this when I have her on the show. Why is it so important to have a stylist?
Okay, a stylist is important.
I'm gonna show you a picture. Why? Kat, show the picture.
The stylist is important to have.
That's why you need a stylist.
Okay, well, here we go. That's
why you need a stylist. Go ahead.
You need a
Can you show the
stylist
other picture, Kat? Go ahead.
and or a designer like myself, which is rare. I focus on celebrity style and fashion. So, but that's a little different to get somebody to custom always for you. But the stylist will find that or get people to create what they need, right? But a stylist keeps you consistent in your imaging. So, but a lot of times now, these young people, because they're Instagram sensations, they do what they want to do for shock and awe. And I know that Lizzo probably thought that was a great outfit. I mean, who's to say? I guess it's everybody's opinion is their own. I don't think it was the best maybe choice for her, but she was trying to make, I think, a statement with shock and awe to bring attention to something she's trying to make a point of. If it's body shaming, if it's plus size, I don't know what her objective is.
Well, yeah, okay. All right. I'm not gonna make this about her. This is about you. But in my mind, if you are crying and complaining about and almost to a point of depression about being body shamed, right? And that's all over your Instagram, and you have the world that is being compassionate towards you. Then a week later, you give the ammunition to be indeed body shamed, when that look could have been perfected and made beautifully, but it backfired. But anyway, I was looking for an image of, because this is a whole nother thing, an image of Tiffany's product. I guess I forgot to send it to our producer, but
no, it came up. It came
did
up.
it come up? Okay,
Mhm.
she's saying she can't find it, so that means I probably didn't send it.
Right
Okay.
here. There it is.
So, oh, there it is. There it is. I knew I sent it. There is Tiffany's Hollywood Hair Bar. Now, here's the deal about that, Angela, and we're not going to make this about Tiffany either. But when I tell you the testimonials and the photos of the women who have lost their edges, and that growth serum has brought them edges back, let me tell you something. I'm getting a little thin somewhere. I'm going to get me some Hollywood Hair Bar serum, because it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Over 1 million email subscribers.
Yeah, HollywoodHairBar.com. Yeah, that's a whole nother show, because Tiffany and I have history too. That's a whole nother show. Angela, let's talk about the fact that when I used to have my yard sales,
oh God,
you used to come and try to buy everything, whether you needed it or not. Kat, can you show something real quick? Watch this.
I, Norwood Young, had yet another bright idea. This bright idea was to have a yard sale. I donate all the proceeds to my nonprofit organization, Fetus People.
Norwood Young, a young person, we're here buying all the things that he doesn't want.
Fetus People's not doing too shabby.
Oh God!
I need for you 5 minutes like that.
Angela, and that was so real.
That's hilarious.
I told them, got the camera people, keep that thing.
Blackmail pictures, y'all. Don't let them take stuff of you don't know about.
Can we play that one more time?
I, Norwood Young, had yet another bright idea. This bright idea was to have a yard sale. I donate all the proceeds to my nonprofit organization, Fetus People.
Norwood Young, a young person, we're here buying all the things that he doesn't want.
Fetus People's not doing too shabby.
Oh God!
And if you guys heard Angela,
he don't want.
buying all the things you don't want. That's it. You did not need a treadmill no more than the man on the moon.
That's a shame.
Oh God!
I think I took that treadmill too. Like
yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Oh my gosh, Angela, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you so much. It was so much fun. So, Angela, tell everybody one more time how they can find you. And again, what's coming up, which is a Black Design Collectives situation, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about it one more time before we go.
All right. Don't forget to look into Black Design Collective. Make your donations. We really need your support. And we're having an event October 30th at the New Mart. And so make sure you come out. We're going to be hearing amazing things about what's going on with Black Design Collective and how we're helping Black designers. To reach me, you can follow me on Instagram at I am Angela Dean. On Facebook, I'm Angela Dean. And Shaped by an Angel, please follow us because we are shaping the world, not only through your face and your body, but through your heart and your mind as well. Thank you.
So Angela. So I'm going to show this video, and we're going to come back. But I'm going to show this video that I am wearing my Dean Zine. Check it out.
It's not me. Okay. I can't wait. I don't know what.
Barnes Music City Soul Food, Nashville's premier soul food experience. Barbecue, fried or baked chicken, oxtails, turkey wings, meatloaf, chicken wings, pork turkey chops, rotisserie chicken, fried fish, mac and cheese, greens and yams, an assortment of vegetables for the vegan in you, cakes and pies, outdoor dining available. Barnes Music City Soul Food, Knowlesville Road and Old Hippie Boulevard. Call 615-429-7836 or barnesmusiccitysoulfood.com.
Are we having fun yet? Don't forget, you can donate to Cash App or PayPal.
Look at me. I'm as helpless as the kitten of a tree. And it seems like I'm clinging to a cloud. I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. For it seems like the sound of your hello, that music I hear, I get misty the moment you're near. You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. Hey, on my own. Would I wander through this wonderland alone, not knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove? I'm too misty and too much in love. Yeah, you can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you on my own. Would I wander through this one never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. I'm too misty, too much in love. I'm too misty and too much in love. Look at me.
Wow. That is me and my Angela Dean.
Remember, makes me want to cry.
Do you remember? That's where I copied this shirt from.
Beautiful. I never saw that.
You didn't?
You have to send me that. I need to collect all my stuff from all my people.
It's all. I'll send it to you, but it's on my YouTube channel. But listen, from head to toe, I have on Dean Zine, Angela Dean, the shirt, the scarf, everything. Listen, and I have on my shaper under it, and I was in good shape. I was not playing around. I had my Shape by Angel on that thing under it. I was not playing. Do you hear me? Yeah.
Only you could create something like that. I don't even think people understand what the craziness we've done.
In my living room.
I didn't want to say in your living room, but in your living room.
In my living room. Listen. Yeah, but I was so listen when I was thinking, I said, wait a minute, I wore Angela Dean in one of my videos. So yeah.
A lot
so
of stuff.
the comments that were coming in about you are absolutely beautiful, and so we'll go back and read them, but I don't want to take any more of your time, and I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. So I'm glad that this is archived because we can go 20 years from now and laugh at this. Yeah. I love you, Angela. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. Don't forget to tune in to Night School tomorrow and Spiritual Session Sunday on Sunday. I thank you so much. Angela, we got to get Tiffany on here.
Yes.
So, and anything else you want to tell the people before we leave? Angela?
Oh, me? I thought you
Yeah.
No, just thank you. I appreciate so much of your love and taking this time to acknowledge my work. And just keep following me and keep supporting all of what Norwood's doing. And we're a family that continues to give creativity from different levels.
Wait. Before we go, one story we have to tell. Because your hair is looking so fly right now. Wait, guys, you got to hang out with me one more time. It just hit me. We got so much history. Your hair is so fly right now. You have to tell the story. You have to tell the story. If you guys have to go, I get it. But I got to tell you this. Angela came to my house and we were just having a meeting. We were just talking. And go, Angela, you tell the story.
First of all, you don't want to get too personal with you, and you be like, "What?" So we just hanging out every so often. I would go over at Norwood's day and just pass through or whatever. And one day I went over and we was just talking. I just passed through, and he was like, "Well, you know, you need to take that weave out, right?" No, he didn't say it. He said it's time to take that weave out. And I looked at him. I said, "What did you say to me?" He said, "Girl, you know it's time to take that weave out, right?" I said, "No, I need to get my hair done, baby." But he was like, "No, we're gonna take that out today." I said, "Okay." He said, "Oh, yes, we are." I said, "Wait, if you don't leave me alone right now, I'm gonna cut you. I got too many things going on. If I get a call and somebody needs me, what am I supposed to do? And you took my hair out and I ain't got nobody to do." Oh, you say, "Oh, girl, you ain't nobody calling you." I said, "Don't play with me. People call me, they do." And I said, "And I need to be together in case something." He was like, "Nah, girl, come on, I got time." Do you know, like a fool, I followed this boy to his pool on the side of the pool. He got some scissors and took my dang on weave out. And I swear to God, at the end, well, you know, when you get all the little things trying to figure it out. And when he told me, I looked at my phone and somebody said, "Can you be at the studio at 4 o'clock?" I was cussing. I was like, "How am I supposed to do that? You know how to play like this? This ain't no game." And then he was like, "Come on, boy, calm down." And I was like, "I ain't calming down." And so, baby, he took me upstairs in his room. This boy did, you know, now we put on foundation, right, y'all? But this child does. He has a gun that, what is it called? Airbrush.
Airbrushing.
And I said, "You ain't got my color on my makeup." He said, "I got every color there is." I said, "No, you not." This boy airbrushed my makeup, took me to his and hairs around the corner on Wilshire by the house, bought me a wig, okay, put the wig on me, and sent me out like some queen of the day. And I was like, I don't believe it. In one day, we transformed into things. Airbrush face. I probably was looking like a drag queen when I went to that.
You did not.
No, I did.
Oh, God.
It was good. You did amazing.
Oh, God.
With that airbrush. That airbrush
Angela,
level.
that's a memory to remember. That's a memory to remember. Oh, God. Guys, thank you so much for letting us share that. Angela, I'm calling you when we get off the air. Everybody, I love you so much. Thank you so much. And here's my mantra that I live by. Here we go.
Okay.
Your day is designed to perfection, and anything that goes against that perfection is a trap. Don't fall for it.
Up in the morning and out to school. The teacher is teaching the golden rule. American history and practical math.